Good evening, VV Nation. Welcome to the channel. My name is Ryan. Always a pleasure. Happy Thursday. Now, if you're new, especially welcome. Now, tonight's presentation, I'm going to talk about a topic that honestly I've talked about for the last 12 months in various forms. Over the last 2 weeks, you've noticed UAMY, critical mineral stock, right? Antimony. It's got defense applications, night vision goggles being one of them. But not only is that resource and that type of mineral critical, but there's other ones gaining a lot of value, especially as the world becomes more polarized and geopolitical tensions are on the rise. Gold, silver, critical minerals, right? Rare earths, uranium, things of that nature. So we're going to jump in the VectorVest 7 system. Instead of just giving you the typical UAMY, which has worked out pretty well. We saw this rejection there. The trade setup's not quite there, especially if you're bullish. If you're still holding, hey, watch the red trend line that I put on my video last night. Now, tonight's presentation, I'm going to give you a lot of mining stocks. And in particular, I'm going to give you the best mining stocks in the VectorVest 7 system. So if you're trying to capitalize on these geopolitical tensions, let's get started. All right, here's the front page of the VectorVest 7 software. If you're new to this channel, if you're not familiar with software, this is actually where you can get the heartbeat of the market. What's working? What's not working? Should I be bullish? Should I be bearish right now? See, the color guard is neutral. We do not advocate buying stocks at this time. But in a defensive market, you see the market pulling back right now. Major indices down. I'm not too worried about that at this time. But look at the movement of the industries themselves. The biggest move today, uranium up almost 8% in the mining space. If we look at the top sectors right now in the VectorVest 7 system, they're all down today. Except what? Mining. So why overthinking it? If this works, and if the trades have been working so far this year, let's take a look at some of these top mining companies and see if these should be on our radar to finish out 2025. All right, these are the stocks at the top of the list. These are some of the mining companies that should be on our radar, right? In accordance to the VectorVest 7 software. Just think about it. There's 420 stocks found in this sector. You've got the uranium, the rare earths, all the stuff I talk about, the silver, the platinum, right? These are the ones at the top of the list. If I scroll over to the right, gold and silver, right? Gold and silver, all mining companies. Now, the reason why these stocks are at the top of the list, VST, overall value, safety, and timing. Essentially, it's just the 3 columns before. RVRS, fundamental indicators. RT, relative timing, technical indicator. So these are the stocks with the best combination of both fundamental and technical analysis. And just looking at the stocks here, man, look at sales growth rate. All double digits. Even some of them are triple digits, right? Earnings growth rate. The least in the batch here, 26%. Every single one of these stocks is undervalued in an uptrend and has great fundamentals. So let's jump in the charts and see if there's any trade setups on the horizon. All right, first up is going to be a crowd favorite, Kinross Gold. I know a lot of individuals watching the stock are holding this position. Been talking about it quite a bit since this channel here. We see the nice breakout of this channel back in July, the momentum to the upside, right? I see the retest on this 20-day EMA. Nice, healthy retest during this rally to the upside. And look at valuation, keeps ticking up. All the forecasted data keeps ticking up. Now, I've been talking about this quite a while when it comes to mining companies, especially gold companies. Be picky. Just about every stock is undervalued, great forecasted data. So if you're in one that doesn't have those great attributes, maybe just reconsider it or reevaluate the mining company you might be in. But another one, right? This is our valuation. The green line keeps ticking up. Price action, chasing value, forecasted data, phenomenal. If you want confirmation on this, just take out the prior high, right? We're getting close to there right now, but still healthy distance, not too stretched from the 20-day EMA. But if you got some patience, you can always wait for the retest. But I'm seeing that momentum to the upside right now, so I don't know if we're going to get a retest, at least here in the near future, maybe in the next candlesticks. I don't see that. But, obviously in the future, if you got patience, looking at retest levels on the 20-day EMA, not a bad idea. Here's DRD Gold. Again, the momentum is there. Look at the shooting star, clearly bearish. Bearish engulfing. Looks like we got confirmation on that bearish engulfing as well. Value is rising. For this position, I'm not sold on it. Personally, maybe if I use a horizontal line here, maybe some support here. If not, price action might break that and find its way back to the 20-day EMA. But think about it. A lot of these gold stocks are up today. This one is down, so I wouldn't be a buyer of it as of today. I see a little bit more bearish movement to the short term. Now, forecasted data, again, rising earnings per share, rising growth rate earnings. However, the sales growth rate has faltered, but still is outpacing earnings, 27% to 26%, not a bad stock. Here's GFI, Goldfields, another company here. Look, shooting star, down day today. Look for the retest around that 20-day EMA, not a bad accumulation point. Value on the rise, great forecasted data. Again, as I scroll through these stocks here, AU, another phenomenal stock here. Value on the rise. Again, a lot of these stocks are rolling over, but me personally, the only dip I like to buy is in an uptrend. And right now, these stocks are currently in an uptrend. So those dips I am a little bit more comfortable in dealing with, especially with the great attributes here, being undervalued, forecasted data, great fundamental analysis. Again, shooting star here, follow through. So be careful on some of these. Again, not necessarily saying buy them today. You saw the homepage of the VectorVest 7 software advocates caution right now, right? And this one, the forecasted data, if you look, growth rate earnings is shrinking, sales growth rate is shrinking. I'd put this in that category that, hey, there's better stocks out there, right? I want to see rising forecasted data, especially if you're going to be more of an investor with these gold trades, more of a long-term hold, rather than just swing trading them, right? Now, here's Helka Mining Company. I do like the momentum I see there today. Look, value ticked up as well. Strong buy rating here. Forecasted data, I do see a decline and a little bit of rollover in the growth rate and earnings. So maybe not the best one here on the list. I like some of the ones towards the top. If we take a look at it, look at this one. Forecasted data and earnings per share, all rising, values rising, prices up today. This is a position I can get behind, CDE. Another position with a little bit of a pullback right now over the last few trading sessions, AGI or Alamos Gold. But again, I like the divergence. Value keeps rising. Strong buy rating here. Forecasted data, mixed bag, but not too bad. Sales growth rate faltered and then started to come back a little bit. 32%, great numbers here. As we scroll down this list, this is the last stock this evening, Caledonia Mining Company. This is my favorite chart pattern, and I'm noticing that it's on every single one of these gold stocks, right? So that means the whole industry has got my attention right now. My favorite chart pattern, value on the rise, price action on the rise, price chasing value. Hey, we got great forecasted data down below, 29%, 30% on the sales growth rate, rising EPS. This is why I want these stocks on your radar, right? Because even when the market pulls back, there's still some opportunities with these gold stocks, right? And some of these other mining companies. Now, if you have the VectorVest 7 software, you can expand the list, or you can go into different industries, more particular industries, you know, especially if you say you already own a lot of gold stocks, right? Hey, take a look at the uranium stocks, right? Look at the top RT industries. That thing just had a 7% move. Yeah, if you're an investor, you may not chase that, but if you're a swing trader, you want a little bit more thrill with these mining companies, take a look at those uranium stocks. I looked at them this morning, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we had a uranium video. All right, everybody. Now, I hope this video was informative. Again, always just want to put some great stocks, some simple trades on your radar. And as always, if you're overloaded on gold, there's other mining companies out there. Check out the rare earths. Check out the critical minerals, right? Uranium, again, hot space. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new and you're still around, hey, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you tomorrow evening. Good night.